Are you excited for the holidays, or are you already stressing out about them? On today's episode, I'm going to give you some tips on how to de-stress this holiday season so you can actually enjoy the holiday. It's also that time of year to start thinking of New Year's resolutions, and usually at the top of that list is weight loss. So we are going to give you some practical weight loss tips to get you started on your goals. Lots of good information today, so grab your coffee and let's get into it. Welcome back, everybody. Another episode.
And we're back.
We are
Just like that.
back. What is this, Monday?
Monday.
I rely on you to keep me on my days because I never know.
It goes so quick, right?
I know.
Fast.
It really does. And we're recording on a different day. We're recording on Sunday, so we already had cheat day. Sadly, I will not be enjoying a cheat meal after this episode.
No, we already had it.
Yep. Had burrito.
Yep.
La Taqueria.
La Taqueria, shout out La Taqueria in San Francisco, California.
Yeah.
Must go, must try.
Yeah, you went and got
best.
it, and it was good.
And let me give you a tip. When you order your burritos or tacos, say El Dorado, the best.
Yeah, so they like toast it.
They toast the outside of it, yes. The tacos too, the best.
And they put so much chicken in there. Like I had chicken, and they put so much good white chicken, like breast meat.
Yes.
Oh, good, no weird pieces.
No, they don't skimp.
So freaking
You
delicious.
get your money's worth. It's expensive, but you get your money's worth. It's like almost gourmet Mexican food.
Yeah.
Simple.
Is it expensive? So like how much was that?
With our order, especially with mine in there, like $50.
Yeah, it's expensive.
Yeah. For a couple three tacos I had for lunch, and then our 2 burritos and salsa and chips, that's pricey.
Yeah, that's definitely.
But it's worth it. Trust me, people. The quality of the meat there is A1, delicious.
Yeah.
No fat pieces in the steak either.
Oh, really?
No, I hate that.
Is it chopped up steak?
Very good, chopped up, and it's grilled, flame.
Yeah, I think I've had the
not
steak. It's good. The steak is really
Yes,
good
it
too.
is.
I was just trying to see if I can pull back a little bit. I had 2 slices of pizza because it was my niece's birthday party, and then I had half a burrito. Alyssa came out and saw me eating it, and she was like, "Wow, that looks really good. I wish I had gotten a burrito."
Look at you, though. Your mama bear kicked in. Like, you know what, baby? I'll share with you. That was nice of you to share.
I said, "Yeah, I had another half, so I gave it to her."
I ain't gonna share my burrito. Nope.
She was like, "I was like, there's another half in there if you want it." She's really.
Especially she's being sick. She's probably craving all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, she came home from her trip sick. Came home off of a cruise sick. Surprise, surprise.
Surprise, surprise.
I feel like everybody gets sick on
Those
vacation
cruises?
or
Yeah.
cruises.
Yes, always.
Always. So it is Thanksgiving week, which means Black Friday sales lore. But I'm going to share just a few of the brands that I work with just because I love them and they're good deals. So number one, One Up Nutrition is having their Black Friday sale already. It's 30% off site-wide. You guys know I love One Up Nutrition, whether it's on sale or not. And you still can use my code for an extra discount.
One Up is bomb.
It's the cheapest you'll ever get your protein powder. So you'll get your protein powder for like $30. And you have to try One Up Nutrition protein powder.
Yes. It's like you change your life. Trust me. It's our cheat code. We use it all the time.
Yeah. So friggin' good. And CRZ Yoga is also doing a sale. Theirs doesn't start until the 23rd. I'm wearing CRZ Yoga right now. This is CRZ Yoga. You guys, it feels and handles and holds up just like Lululemon, but a fraction of the cost during regular prices. But they're doing a sale. I think it's 30% off, but it starts the 23rd and it ends the 24th. So it's a short sale. But I'm going to do a haul for YouTube that's going to go up probably tomorrow. That is my favorite haul yet from them. The cutest pieces, including this one that I'm wearing right now, but even like some lifestyle pieces. Oh my gosh, you guys.
I like the material. I'm about material. It's all about the material.
It's identical to the Align material from Lululemon. So if you like Lululemon Align, it's identical. A lot of their colors and styles are identical to Lululemon, or very similar, I should say.
Hurry up and bust out a men's line, y'all.
And then there's my Black Friday sale that starts Monday. Not starts Monday. It starts Thursday and it ends Monday. So it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. On my online weight loss program, Jay's Body Boot Camp, you get your meal plan with macros and your workouts for 40% off. It's literally the cheapest I've ever done it. And that's for the duration of your program. So if you're on a weight loss journey and it takes you 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, you get 40% off each month for the duration. So you lock in that billing, and it's a very good deal.
Lock it in, you guys.
But I'm going to have a capacity on it. So there's only so much I can put out.
Yeah.
That's while space is limited for that price. So that starts Thursday. Discount code for that's Black Friday. So that's my spiel.
There's your spiel.
Yeah. I have so many brands that have reached out to me, and I'm just so selective in what I'll promote. So if you see me promoting something, it's because I love it. There's something I noticed that's a trend right now with brands that reach out to creators that actually irks me. I'll have a brand reach out and they'll ask me what my rates are, which is not that bad, without telling me what they're promoting, which I'm like, why do you need my rates? What do you want me to promote? I'm not going to give you my rates if I won't even promote it.
Right.
So that's one thing.
Yep.
But a common thing almost every day is I get an email, and it's a brand that says, we pay such and such, and we want to work with you. And I'm like, what's the product? Like they don't actually provide the brand name or the product.
They want you to lock in, commit, and then they send it to you. And then you're like committed to something you're not really feeling.
But why on earth would I commit to promoting a product that I wouldn't buy? If I won't buy it with my own money, I'm not promoting.
Because you have to understand, babe, every influencer out there, or whatever you want to call them, podcasts, they jump on the opportunity. They see money and dollar signs and they jump on it without even knowing what the product is. It's like you sell yourself out a little too soon. Good thing you don't do that.
Oh, no. I promote very little bit.
Yeah.
I don't even, I get emails inundated with emails, especially Amazon sellers. I'm like, oh, it's usually junk.
Yeah, I get DMs too, this, that, promote work with them. Like, no.
There's so much junk on Amazon. So that's why I take a lot of pride in my storefront, because that's like tried and true stuff that I put in my Amazon storefront, because there's a lot of junk. And the picture usually doesn't match the product. And it's just, a
junk,
mess.
Mazan.
Yeah. I also caught up on Golden Bachelor, and it was the one-on-one overnight dates. I actually really liked it. I was surprised how good they were at giving the viewers the things we would want to know about. Like they asked the tough questions to Gary, the Bachelor, like about like intimacy and
right.
No.
Okay, so I don't know.
No, but it was like they asked the questions that you'd want to know. Like one of the final girls asked him, like, how long has it been since you've had sex? Like full blown. That's the stuff you want to know. That's the juicy stuff.
I know.
It's really tough, you guys. I don't know. I think he's struggling with who he's more like physically attracted to versus who would be a better fit in his life.
Yeah.
I think Teresa, the little petite one, she's a better fit for his life, but he's more physically attracted, I think, to the other one.
And also, he's probably still grappling a hard time with being disloyal to his wife, even though she's no longer here.
No,
he grapples with those feelings.
I don't know about that. He looked very happy to partake.
Okay, I don't know. From what it sounded like, he loved his wife to death.
Well, I know. I think he got it on.
Wow.
In the fantasy suites. I don't know for sure. I wasn't there, but it sure seemed like it. But they talk about it, but they were like a little coy, but it sure did seem like, yeah.
Let me tell you something. That first time being with somebody is awkward. You're just not connected. Like, we've been married a long time. We know each other. But that first time getting to know someone is just not that good. Just the truth.
Yeah.
You're not 100% comfortable yet. You don't know what they like, what you like.
It's not even,
it's not what people think it is.
Yeah.
It ain't fireworks. No.
Especially if it's like sober.
Yeah.
If it's totally sober.
Yes.
Which we were sober.
Yes, we were.
We hadn't gone out or
we're
anything.
sober Sally. Nope.
We were totally sober. It's just awkward. The whole, just everything.
Yeah.
It's so much better when you don't have to worry about any of that stuff.
Oh, man. You can fast forward to getting to know the person, getting to know their habits you don't like, work on that, and then get past the intimacy part. Because it's tough, man. It's a process with somebody.
Yeah.
It's not that easy. I was single. I remember. It's not that easy. Because little things turn you off. And
I know.
I don't want to get too crazy, but I get turned off by just the little stupid things. Yeah, I got my little quirks and things that bother me.
And is there anything you can share? Because now people are going to be curious. Is anything like a weird, like what's one thing that like would be...
Now to turn me off or to... Yeah. First off, if I'm going to her house and she's a slob and she's dirt, that's a no-go for me.
Yeah.
let's see, nails. Got to have pretty hands and feet. That means
Yeah.
you take care of yourself. I'm big on that. I don't care. I know I'm
Right.
not weird though, but that to me shows like you care about yourself. You take time, take care of yourself.
So if she was all good and her nails were good, all good, but then all of a sudden she gets into your bed and you hear her feet scrape on the sheets because she's got like rough heels.
Oh, or scrape on me, like scratch
no.
me. No, that's all bad. I'm
What
out. Remember there was a movie? I can't remember what Eddie Murphy, and he pulled the sheets up, and the
yeah.
chick had claws. What the hell was that movie, you guys? I'm drawing a blank. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
I think a lot of guys started paying attention to feet after that.
Yeah, I
that
remember the movie.
It's in the 90s or 80s or 90s.
It was like a 90s movie.
A
I think.
hilarious movie. That, of course, you know how I feel about down there.
Oh yeah, that's the
Gotta be
hygiene has
clean.
to be on point.
Got to be clean down there. Yeah.
And what about
Clean.
what about
breath too.
landscaping?
Huh?
Landscaping of the area.
No landscape. Got to be clean all the way.
But what if there's just a little bit? You prefer nothing.
Nothing. Zero. Sorry. That's my preference. Everybody to each his own.
Yeah.
That's me personally for Mike. This guy.
For Mike.
Because I keep myself clean down there. So I expect the same. But it's not always going to be the same that way. I'm just sharing what like I said, it's hard.
The thing is, hopefully the discussions have been had so that there's no surprises.
And then stinky breath.
Yeah, no, no.
Oof.
Yeah,
So I can't get past that.
yeah.
We had a friend who was, oof. We both knew. and-
Babe, stop.
Yeah.
There was something wrong.
Yeah,
There was
I think so.
I think there was like an infection
was
or
bad.
something going on.
Yeah.
By the way, I've got my little Santa mug because this mug reminds me of my mom. My mom bought one of these at Walgreens and she would put it out as decoration every year. And I remember I would drink out of it sometimes and I wouldn't clean it out. So I would drink dusty water because it would
Oh,
have
my
dust on the
goodness.
inside.
Yes, just sitting. The ladies are going to come from it. He's so picky.
No, it's common.
I'm being
That's
honest.
common.
I'm sharing honest. That's all. I'm not, again, it's just me. I'm not saying for every man. Every man's different.
No,
Some men probably prefer different things. I'm saying for me.
There's nothing wrong with that. That's your prerogative. And
Just like you told me, you don't like men with nose hair, like forest coming out of their nose or ear hair.
Yeah, no.
I grew myself there too.
for no hair, period. I don't like hair. The only thing I do is I do like your shadow thing going on. I like that a lot.
A lot. Hey, she's playing me a compliment, you guys. Check that out.
He's like a lot.
Look at that. No, because you've mentioned that. You had that distinguished gentleman, older
I
look.
do. I like that. I like.
So,
I don't
nothing wrong
need you.
with
I
that.
don't need a baby face. I'm not trying to be with the young looking.
You don't want me to
young
look
buck.
younger?
Nope.
You don't want me to look, I'm 48. You don't want me to look 38?
No, I don't. No thanks.
There you have it, ladies.
All right, moving on to the hot coffee topic. Snoop Dogg posted something that said he has stopped smoking weed.
The internet went crazy.
And the internet went crazy.
Crazy.
I'm not convinced. I feel, is he going to come out with some sort of marketing thing or is he coming out with a product or something? Is this some sort of marketing ploy? But because he's like synonymous with
But
weed.
I seen another post that said, respect my privacy, please.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I don't know. If he's capping, then that's a good marketing ploy. But I think he just had enough, babe. You got to understand something. That dude, he was on Joe Rogan's podcast. Let me tell you, Joe Rogan's podcast. Joe Rogan said, and Joe Rogan smokes weed too. He's like, I cannot hang with this guy. This guy rolls blunt after blunt. So not only is he
That's
smoking,
dangerous.
Not only is he smoking marijuana, okay, that's already
Tobacco.
smoking tobacco. I didn't do blunts. I did straight out of the bong. So I'm doing pure weed. So you mix that, and maybe I'm guessing maybe he's just had a mental health breakdown or something. It's too much. You can do overkill with weed too.
Of course. I think you can do overkill with almost just about anything.
Yes. I mean, you take one too many Tylenol for your headache, and it could be good riddance.
Did you start a trend, babe?
I don't know.
I think there's a new, let's make sober cool.
Nothing wrong with that. For my mental, listen, this is what I feel. This is me personally. I'm no doctor. I'm no expert. I have addiction that runs in my family, okay? From my grandfather inherited. I have mental health issues that I inherited from my mother. Craziness. I am an extreme person. You could obviously tell everything I do is extreme. You combine those three and you start doing alcohol, marijuana, any kind of drugs, pills. Look what happened to me. You go downhill. So for a person like myself, I think it's dangerous. I justified it because it's legal in California like a cup of coffee. I'm not telling people to smoke weed. Maybe for other people, it works just fine. They function perfectly. They have no mental health issues. Hey, for each his own. For me, my personality type, no bueno. I had to cut that shit out. I'm going to be 49 in January. Enough is enough. That's just it. I had to draw a line in the sand and say, I had enough in my life.
Yeah. Apparently, so did Snoop Dogg. So on this same topic, I was watching Real Housewives of Beverly Hills this week, and Kyle Richards came out that she stopped drinking. She's on this journey, healthy lifestyle journey, working out. She looks better than ever. She's fit.
How old is she? I'm just curious.
I think she's in her 50s.
There you go. She had enough.
But she's fit. She
Yes.
stopped drinking. Just a lot of things. She's changing her lifestyle. She's going through, she's on a journey for sure, mental and physical. Things with her marriage or whatever. She went on a cast trip to Las Vegas. And I thought this was interesting. Almost everyone on the cast commented, she's not drinking. She's drinking like mocktails, like alcohol-free beer or whatever, but still having fun. They're being normal. But in the morning, everyone was hungover, and she was at the gym. She got up early and went to work out, and they're like,
what we do.
Isn't that a little extreme?
Who said that?
They were the cast was like,
course.
Isn't this a little extreme? When is this going to stop? And they're characterizing these changes she's made in her life as extreme. What is extreme about getting up and doing yoga stretches, not hungover, on a vacation in the morning before everybody else?
Because they're mad because they can't do it. They don't have the discipline like she does. She's just changing her life. She feels good about it. So because she's not on their wavelength, they're angry. That's what it is. When you're not on someone's wavelength, humans are weird. When you're not on their journey or their wavelength, what they're going through, they're like angry about it. You're on your own wave, like us. We stop drinking. What do we do on vacation? We get up in the morning, go to the gym.
You know what I didn't see? I didn't see, not one time did I see her comment on everybody else. Like, why are you drinking? Why are you having another cocktail? She never said anything, but she sits down, orders a mocktail, and one of the cast members goes like, when is this going to end? Like, when is this just going to go away? And then they're all talking amongst themselves like it's some sort of midlife crisis or extreme situation.
So you control me. I have to listen to you, huh? You're my mother. You're my parent now. So I'm doing something good for me because maybe I had a mental health break. Maybe I want to feel better. Maybe I want skin to feel better.
She went through a lot. She went through a lot. She lost her best friend to suicide.
See?
And her marriage.
It's falling apart.
And I think that she felt like she was probably medicating through her stress, through her marriage issues, and realized that's not a good idea. Then she stopped drinking and has different clarity on things.
Hello, say it louder. I have clarity now. Way better. I have a pep in my step. I'm not so, you notice, I'm not so run down. I'm like more fired up.
Yeah, for sure.
People just got a problem with controlling other people. They just can't help themselves.
I thought that was just so crazy.
They just can't help themselves.
But not really. This was a perfect, I felt, did this episode fall out of the sky into my lap to just prove what I'm talking about? How when you make lifestyle changes that are good and positive and healthy, it triggers people.
Look what happened to me. A friend of mine DM'd me. That had nothing to do with him. I posted something.
Yeah.
And he felt, I worked my ass off and I deserve a drink. I want to relax. And I'm like, dude, homie, I'm not telling you how to live.
Right.
This post was not directed at you, bro. Get over yourself. I didn't even comment. I didn't even tag you in it.
Well, yeah,
nothing.
a lot of people
like,
just
whoa,
comment.
Yeah.
And
Trippy. Control freaks, man. Humans. Always want to control the humans.
So I thought it was interesting. And I was looking to see, because I knew before the season started that she had started a journey. So I was definitely looking to see how that was going to play out with the cast members.
Good for you, Kyle Richards. Stay on your journey. Fuck the mother.
And she seems to be having a good time, still going out, still having fun, but just waking up early and going to the gym and doing
lifestyle change.
Yeah. All right. Hold my coffee.
Hold it.
A little comment interaction I got into on one of my YouTube videos where I was talking about berberine. And in the video about berberine, I was very clear about what berberine does. Berberine is a supplement that I incorporated to help me regulate my blood sugar to reduce cravings because my cravings were out of control at the time when I implemented it. And a lot of people talk about, it helps you with weight loss. It doesn't really help you with weight loss. It just helps if you're not like tracking your macros. You'll still overeat if you're not tracking.
Of course.
And it's not a miracle. It doesn't make you not hungry. It just makes it easier to stay in the calorie deficit because you can control the cravings.
It simmers down the beast in there that wants to go ravaging. Like, yo, simmer down. We're going to relax today. That's
so someone commented, and there was nothing wrong with the comment, but she says, I wish berberine helped me lose weight. It didn't even make me lose half a pound. So I replied and said, it helps curb cravings, which will make it easier for you to eat within your calorie deficit, but you still have to track macros. And she replied, I don't track macros, much less calories. As a carnivore, I seldom have cravings. I couldn't tell any difference when I was taking it, a waste of money. And I responded, if you aren't losing weight, it means you are taking in more calories than you burn. If you don't have cravings, then you don't need berberine.
It's called the law of thermodynamics.
But she's saying it didn't help. But then she's saying, oh, I'm on carnivore. I don't need to track macros. Clearly you do. Because
if the scale's
carnivore
not going down,
is not helping you lose weight.
Yes.
And you're taking berberine for no reason because you claim that because of your lovely carnivore diet that you don't have cravings. Then why are you not losing weight? You're still overeating. You're carnivore, I guess.
Let me stay on this real quick while we're on this topic. I'm going to switch gears to keto. Okay. When I jumped on, I didn't really know what I was doing in the beginning. I was eating way too much fats, right? And people think, oh, keto is the new miracle diet. You can lose weight. What was I doing wrong in the beginning, babe, in my keto diet? That you had to make adjustments.
Yeah, you were over consuming in the power coffee.
Too many calories.
So much fat.
So that being said, people, too many calories, you're going to gain weight. It doesn't matter what diet you're on. People have this thing like that. I'm on this diet. It's just going to be a miracle diet. I'm going to carnivore, no carbs. I'm going to drop weight.
I know, but that's the thing with this person. It was just like a catch-22 on herself is what I'm saying.
Yes.
It's like you want to claim, oh, but I don't, God forbid, I don't track macros because I'm on the holy grail of carnivore. Sweetheart, if you're still trying, obviously you started taking berberine because you want something to help with weight loss.
Yes. She's lying to herself.
But you're, again, so unwilling to track macros, yet you're not losing weight on the carnivore diet. So the carnivore diet is not the solution for your weight loss. Clearly, that's why you're looking for something.
Yes.
And there is no magic pill that is going to help you.
Oh my God. People is just.
So I'm like, you're right. You are wasting your money. But
Yes.
she was coming at me like you're telling people to take this and it doesn't work. No, you obviously didn't watch the video. I didn't say that it's a magical. It's not.
No.
I
Never.
haven't found that magic yet.
No. Trust me. We'd be billionaires if we found it.
Oh my goodness. All right. Comment corner. Mia Reyes, 4605, says, this was a great talk. Thank you. I love all your videos. I never understand it all, but since watching you guys just be super real, never change. That was sweet. So she's like,
Mia.
doesn't understand everything we talk about, but still likes watching us. Suze Trigg, this is an Instagram comment. Podcast today was on point. Talking about counting macros and food freedom was so true. I honestly feel like counting macros helped me overcome my lifelong binge eating addiction. Thanks for all you do. It's not the first time I've heard that. I've heard a lot of people say, and it seems like it'd be counterintuitive because people think that tracking, if you have an ED, can trigger the ED further, which for some people, I can imagine that it would. But for many people who've reached out to me, it actually has helped them understand food a little bit better and given them more better relationship with food, which prevents them from having those binge restrict cycles.
And just be patient with it. Nothing happens overnight. Be patient. You're going to get better with it over time. I promise.
And then Tiny Boudoir commented, just found you both today. You are both so real. Watched loads of your videos already. Greetings from merry old England.
Hey, right on, girl.
That's a long
That's
way.
Cool. That's cool. We reach people from all over the place.
Yes, thank you so much. And we really appreciate all of your comments. Don't forget to comment, ask us questions, interact with us in the comments. We love that. A lot of times it becomes topics on the episodes. And then, of course, if you're not already following our Instagram, candidly_with coffee is our Instagram. Stuff on there never is like exclusive content.
And Jay's Body Boot Camp and Esco Elite Fitness.
Oh, yeah,
and Mike's
those are
Classics
like
and
our,
more.
oh my God. You really just want it all.
I want a shout out. Yes. This is my podcast too, girl. I'm going to shout myself out.
You want all of the Instagrams.
Oh, well, I need followers, man. Trying to grow it. They might have some, hey, listen, I have ladies that jumped on from your page to my page and saying, I got my husband following and looking and curious about what I do.
There you go. Well, you're a coach. You're
shouting myself out.
You are a coach and very much, I would say, mindset too. Like a lot of mindset.
Yeah.
Plus macros.
My approach, it's really mindset. Like my client texted me today, and I'm so ready to get home. He was at Formula One in Vegas. I'm so ready to get home. I want to
back on track.
I want to get back on track. This and that. I go, don't worry, bro. I'm not gonna let you fall, go backwards, homie. I got you.
Yeah.
That's the way he likes me. We got this. We're gonna win. That's what I told him. No going backwards. We're gonna win.
I do love that feeling. It's like nice to take a diet break or go on vacation every once in a while. You're doing the right thing when you actually look forward to going home and getting back on your routine. Like that's That's a win. If you're starting to feel that way, that means you are accepting this as your lifelong lifestyle.
And one other thing he mentioned real quick before we move forward, he said, I had a drink. It didn't feel good on my stomach, so I'm good off the alcohol. I said, I told you, the longer you leave it alone, the more you're not going to like when you have a drink.
Yep. Yeah, like I told you, before I actually stopped drinking, I started to develop an aversion to alcohol. I would look at a drink and feel like I was hungover. It was weird, like connection I was making with alcohol.
Yeah.
And so that was what helped me just like, why do I want this then? I don't even want the slight even possibility of a hangover because I feel so good. And once you feel so good and are so clean,
and your workouts,
you're more sensitive to dirty once you're clean.
Yeah, 100%.
You know?
You're in tune.
Let's get into how we can make the holidays less stressful because you know what I was thinking about when it comes to the holidays is we're already so busy. I know most people are busy. They have kids, they have families, they're trying to be healthy, doing all the things, take care of their households. Then you enter into November and that busy life you already have, you just pile on a dozen more things.
Yes. And then you put yourself to the side. You brush yourself off to the side.
Yeah. So there's so much that you layer on. But what I find, what I notice with people is that they layer on a lot of unnecessary stress.
Big time. That's facts.
I think that a really important thing to do to make your holidays less stressful is to really evaluate all of the things and commitments and things that you start to think about. I got to do this and that for the holidays, and make a list of all those things and then eliminate the ones that really don't have a big impact.
Exactly. People just put too much on themselves, like unnecessary stuff on themselves.
Don't do things.
Don't overcomplicate your life.
Yeah, that don't matter. So I'm going to give you an example. And this is definitely more for like the ladies. So years ago, I would make homemade caramel corn during the holidays. It was like a tradition. And I would make these, I would give a batch to like each family. I would give a batch to like all of the postal worker and all of the service employees that I work with. And it would be like 15 batches of this homemade caramel corn. It's so delicious, but it takes a night, it would take a whole evening for one batch. It's made from scratch. It's very tedious because you have to mix it a lot while it's in the drying process so it doesn't stick together. Very tedious, expensive, tedious, and I would get the jars for it and hand make the tags and do all this stuff. But then I thought, does it really matter? That's a huge undertaking that I did every year. And you go to Home Goods and nice jars with caramel corn or the jar, like ready to go in a nice jar with Christmas bow already done. Does it really impact these people so much that I do this? Like, why am I putting this pressure on myself?
I don't know. Why are you putting that pressure on yourself? I have no idea. I wouldn't do it.
You know, so that's just one thing. Yeah. And it's all of a sudden, I remember one year just thought, you know what? I'm not going to do it this year. I'm going to give everybody C's candy.
There you go. Simple
And so
solution.
I started to do C's candy. It was actually cheaper, didn't take any of my time, and I got a ton of time back and a lot less stress. And not one person cried about, where's my homemade caramel corn? Like, it's not impactful. It's not going to ruin anybody's holiday.
No, it's not.
So it's those kinds of things.
I think a lot of times it's for whatever reason, you felt obligated and you felt guilt not doing it until you realize, wait a minute. I don't got to do this. So why do I feel guilty? You just go buy it if you want or give them Seeds candy. Yeah, that's what I think people feel, this obligation.
It's also, I used to take a lot of time to wrap my packages and do all of this special bows and all of this, make them look so perfect, like they came out of a stationery store. But why though?
I don't know.
It gets ripped up in 2.5 seconds.
Fast. And then we have to have garbage bags full of all that stuff that we have to throw away after.
It's not going to impact... Well, you still got to throw away the paper if I don't wrap it fancy.
I know that. I'm just saying, babe. Afterwards, it creates a huge mess.
It's still going to create a huge mess because it's still got to wrap the presents.
I know.
But I'm just saying I don't spend 10 million years to wrap it like it has to be perfect. I let that go.
Yeah.
And that was another thing, I let go. There's been times when I don't even put a bow on the packages, or I'll wrap maybe a couple of the packages nicely that go out of the house, but the ones that are in the house, not so much. So I just let it go. Because why? It's not going to change the Christmas joy. It's not going to impact my family. It's not going to take anyone's Christmas joy away. Putting up the tree, that's important because that's part of the Christmas joy and tradition. Like there's certain traditions that I created that are not very stressful. It's like Alyssa and I do matching pajamas. That's not a stressful tradition.
No, not at all.
But we think about all of the things that you do. Like I have to make grandma's cookie bar recipe that takes 10 million years. Plus I have to make this. Plus I have to do that. Yeah. Why? I don't do any of that. I'm like, okay, our tradition is we order strombolis and cannoli.
Simple.
So I'm not slaving in the kitchen. I'm enjoying family time and holidays, and we get it. We order out. So it's like focus on the things that matter and let the things that don't matter go.
People just overcomplicate their lives sometimes too much. They put too much on themselves. It's the same thing, and I don't want to get off topic here. My favorite word is when people do some kind of diet plan, they want to make it too complicated. No, it's not that complicated. Simplify it, man. Trust me. Make it easier on yourself. Yeah. Why harder? Why do people want harder? Some things, yes. Like me, cold showers, hard workouts, yes. But when other stupid things that don't matter, no. I don't want more uncomplicated things in my life that's going to take up my time. That's not conducive even to my mental health. It's going to stress me out. You know what I'm saying?
Can we get back to Christmas?
Yes.
That was like, wait, you took a left turn.
That's okay.
Made a U-turn and went back.
That's why it's called Candidly with Coffee. No rules here. I don't follow
Look, you got
rules.
a Starbucks Christmas. Give me a Christmas cheers.
There you go.
You used to not have a lot of Christmas spirit, but I feel like you do. It's a little better now.
Yeah, not at all. My history.
But how is it now? A little better?
Yeah, it's better. It's good. I'm in the spirit. I told you today, hey, babe, we got to hurry up and put the stuff up.
Yeah, it's got to go up this week because that's my promise to my mom.
Exactly. We got to fulfill that promise.
Yeah, because, man, you guys, life is stressful.
Thinking of you. Mom, thinking of you.
Let me tell you, life is stressful. Just a reminder.
It is. And listen, can I say something before we go forward? Because this is why I always do this on my lives is people, real quick, take a little second or two out for yourselves and make sure you're good up here. I always say, take care of this. Take care of this shit. Don't let no negative bullshit come mess you up. Take care of this, you guys, because this is a stressful time of year. So look out for yourself up here, okay? That's all I got to say.
Yeah. A lot of people get so stressed.
Yes, they do.
It's supposed to be a happy, jolly time.
It's supposed to, but it's not. You would think that, but it's not. People get so stressed out and crazy. The holidays is weird mentally for a lot of people. It really is.
Yeah, it definitely can be. And for me, even more. Yeah. Like now. Like really, I have to, it's also the anniversary of my mom's death. And that's like a whole other.
Exactly.
A whole other animal.
But you're not using that as a crutch and say, okay, we're just going to watch Christmas because my mother died a minute or two after Christmas, so it's over for me. You're going to celebrate in her honor because that's what she would want. If she was here right now, she'd yell like, no, Jeanine, you're going to celebrate Christmas in my honor. That's what she would tell you.
Yeah, like she bought me these trees, these lighted Christmas trees.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to plug those in because those were
a special
gift for her. I put them on the front porch every year.
Because guess what? Your kids are going to do this in your honor someday. They're going to see how mother did it, and they're going to follow in your footsteps.
Yeah, for sure. I hope so. All right, you guys, moving on to... A lot of people talk crap about, oh, don't make New Year's resolutions, just start now and all of that. And I get all of that. New Year's resolutions suck. Everybody breaks them. But you know what? I'm here to tell you that I get that mindset. Don't only set New Year's resolutions. But my 100-pound weight loss 26 years ago it was a New Year's resolution.
Oh, was it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm. It was a New Year's resolution. And I stuck with it. And here I am today. So not all New Year's resolutions are meant to be broken.
Nope.
So if everybody's going to start thinking, it's just new beginnings. January 1st is like new beginnings.
Yes.
I want to be different. I want to do some different things this year. So I
new
want
relationships.
So a lot of times weight loss is like right at the top of everybody's list.
Always.
So I wanted to just go over things for beginners, like weight loss tips for beginners. Like, how do I even get started? I just want to share some tidbits and some like tips and tricks and knowledge that I have to help you guys start to plot out that weight loss New Year's resolution.
Yep. Because a lot of people are lost. They don't know.
Yeah, because they don't even know
They don't know how to get on the bus or nothing.
Now, my client, like I have a mantra with my clients that there's 4 things. It's 4 wheels on a truck, 4 wheels on a car. You got to nail these things. This is like the holy grail for weight loss. And that is macros, movement, water, and sleep.
Yep.
Those 4 things. Without those 4 things, you're not going to successfully lose weight.
Nope.
Just always keep those in your head. How much should I be eating? So that's your macros. How much protein should I take in? That's all in your macros. Movement. What's my movement commitment that I'm going to set and stick to it? Because your macros are going to be based off of that movement commitment. If your macros are set based off of a movement commitment that you do not fulfill, guess what? The macros will not work.
Nope. Not at all. If you say you do your intake form and you say, well, I'm getting 15,000 steps a day. You just want to sound like you really are that moving, but you're really only getting 2,000 to 3,000 steps a day. And you're wondering why you're not losing weight because your macros are set for that. That's why.
Right.
It does
Exactly.
count. It makes a huge difference.
It makes a huge difference. Oh, thanks.
Got you.
Got me? Thanks. Yep. And then water, you got to get the water in.
Got to.
Okay, so a minimum of half your body weight in ounces, but probably more. And also if you like sauna or if you're a heavy sweater, more. And if you drink a lot of caffeine, more.
That's me.
Caffeine doesn't count towards your water intake. Any other beverages do, but caffeinated beverages, not so much because the caffeine actually dehydrates you. It's a diuretic.
Yeah. But I like what you do. You have a good trick with your water that you've done. You weren't the best with water, remember? You got your jug, and it's how many ounces that jug you carry?
40.
With? 40. So you got to figure out how many of those you drink
3
a day?
times.
3 times. That's a gallon?
Yeah.
Okay, see? So get you something that you can measure, drink that, refill it, and count how many times you do that. And that's how you track your water.
Yeah, and you know what I do is I timestamp it a little bit. I think, okay, I got to have my first one done by noon.
Yep.
My second one done by 3.
Yes.
And my third one done by 6.
Yes.
And that's how I do it.
That's
so I
smart.
look and I'm like, okay, this has to be done by. So I'm always good. The first one, no problem. Second one, no problem. The third one is where it starts to get.
Yes. If I train in the evenings, bust out a second hard workout, I'll kill a half a gallon, no problem. The first one, I kill it before noon. Second one, sometimes I've been struggling lately if I don't go to my second workout or I don't go to sauna. Obviously, if you work out again and I'm a sweater, I'm going to down more water.
Yeah.
So you're right about that. That's a good way of doing it, breaking it down.
We got to break things up.
You do.
If you break things up,
Doesn't seem as hard.
it doesn't seem as hard. And that takes me to my next thing, hitting your protein goal. So protein at every meal. Again, break it up. Okay.
Break it up.
If you're trying to aim for 100 grams of protein a day, and I'm just throwing this number out there. Okay. I don't know. My number right now is 130, but 100 say, then you got to break it up, make it manageable. Like think, okay, shoot, by the time I'm done with my first meal, I got to have at least 30 to 40 grams of protein done. I actually like to get ahead of it. So I get as much protein out of the way early and less protein later. But break it up.
Smart.
So if you know that you need to get in 100 grams of protein, you should be taking in every time you eat at least 33 grams of protein so that you can hit that 100 gram goal. If you're taking in 20 grams with breakfast because you're having oatmeal, I'm having protein oatmeal. Guess what? Your protein oatmeal doesn't actually have a lot of protein in it.
No, it doesn't. Like
Just because
10 or 15, like 14 grams, I think, for serving.
So
Something
that's
like
not going to cut it.
No.
You got to think, how can I fortify this with more protein so that I can get at least, at a minimum, a third of my goal out of the way in the morning? At minimum. Try to go for more than that because it's easier. And then that way you guarantee you're going to hit your protein goal and you don't get to the end of the day with no calories left and a lot of protein left on the table, because then you're going to have a choice to make. Do I eat more calories and get in the protein, or do I just chalk this up as a low protein day? Personally, I would, if you're on a weight loss journey, chalk it up as a low protein day, maybe drink some BCAAs to make up for it a little bit and go on to the next day. That's what I would say.
I like your hack with the oatmeal. Cook the oatmeal, let it cool down a little bit, throw a scoop of one up.
Yeah.
So there you go. You got 15 plus 25 grams. That's 40 grams in a protein bowl right there.
Right.
Boom, people.
Okay.
There's your hack right there.
The other thing for most people, I would say, especially for women who you're not dealing with, you don't have as many calories to work with. This is not so much for men because men can do the liquid calories.
Yeah.
But I recommend women to know liquid calories because we don't have a lot of calories to work with to begin with.
True.
And whatever you use on those liquid calories is not going to help with satiety.
No.
So if you are drinking like a protein shake that's 300 calories, that's 300 calories gone. And yeah, you're going to get your protein in, but you're not going to have a lot of calories left and you are going to be hungry.
Yeah, that monster's going to bother you, knocking at the door like, we want to eat, feed us.
So I would recommend
good
no
advice.
liquid calories when you're in a deficit, when you're starting on
For
this
women.
New Year's diet for women.
Yeah, not for
'Cause
me.
you have room.
I do double. What I do is double milk, double Fairlife. That's 26 grams, a scoop of protein, and I
Yeah,
make
but how
ice.
many calories is that, your shake?
160 plus 110. What is that? 160, 270. And I get 51 grams of protein.
Yeah.
So bang for the buck.
That's
it's good.
a lot. That's like a small meal for me. That would be hard for me to do that. I'd rather have yogurt with fruit, something that's like I can eat
Hearty,
with a
yes,
spoon.
yes.
It's going to take time.
I do both. I usually do a shake on the go.
The other thing is always pair fats with carbs or fruit when you're having a snack. Don't have like naked carb snacks or like a naked fruit snack if you're dealing with hunger and if you're having trouble staying in your deficits, is going to make you hungrier. The reason for that is you have a blood sugar spike when you consume that sugar. Even if it's like fruit or something good, if it's by itself, your blood sugar will spike and it's going to make you actually want more. It's going to make you more hungry. The snack is not actually going to help with hunger at all. So if you pair it with something that has fats, it balances the blood sugar response and it's so much more satisfying. So if you have, say, an apple with peanut butter, like a tablespoon of peanut butter with your apple, not a lot because peanut butter is calorie dense, but that's going to be a much more satisfying snack than an apple by itself.
True. Very true.
So I always say no naked carbs. That's my rule of thumb.
That's just a good rule. You're right.
Yeah.
I like that rule because I used to do that years ago. That was my. I'd have 2 tablespoons of peanut butter with my apple before I do like a hard leg day session because I knew I needed that energy.
Mm-hmm. And it's just, especially in a new calorie deficit on a new weight loss journey, your hunger hormones are going to be out of control. And if you, the more that you get used to things, you can control your hunger a little better. Your hunger hormones are settled down. Then you can have things like popcorn that's just a naked carb by itself. Plus it's high volume and you'll be fine. But if you're struggling with hunger, just remember that no naked carbs.
Got to master your hunger first before you could do other things.
Yeah, exactly.
Got to master that hunger.
Exactly. The other thing is, I know snacks are great and we love snacks. I love snacks personally. I love making room in my macros for snacks. But the days that I just say, you know what, I'm not going to snack today. I'm just going to have some bigger meals. They're easier days.
Way easier.
You're just more satisfied, more satiated. You can have a little more creativity with your meal because you're actually allocating a decent number of calories to it. So if you want snacks, maybe you're going to be stuck with 350 calorie meals. Whereas if you wipe out the snacks and you can have 550 calorie meals, that's a huge difference. You have a lot more room to play and make a very well-balanced, satisfying high-protein meal.
That's me. I like that. I do 2 big-ass meals, and in between I do the fire yogurt or protein powder or shake or something. That's the trick that I do because I like to be full.
And it's just, listen, I do it both and I change it up all the time. So I'm not saying this is like a hard and fast rule, but I know personally, if I have more of my little snacky things, I'm just going to have to exercise more self-control that day.
Yeah.
If I say, you know what, no, today's just going to be a 2 big meal day, I don't even think about food that day.
Exactly. It's all mindset. It's just how you shift your mind.
And you just get to know yourself.
You control your mind. Exactly. Get to know yourself, master your hunger, control your mind. It's you. You're in charge, not your stomach. You are in charge. Remember that. Tell yourself that. You're in charge.
And you're going to be more successful if you plan ahead. Just remember that. I like to always have an idea of what I'm going to eat ahead of time. And I almost use my tracker as a checklist, not really a tracker, because I'm not really tracking in real time a lot of times. In the morning, I'll just go, okay, I'll plug in what I'm going to eat for the day. And then it's like my checklist for the rest of the day.
That's smart.
It just makes it easier. And I know once I've had consumed all of the things on that list, I'm like had a good macro day.
There you go. Good tips and tricks right there, man.
And keep it simple. Keep meals simple.
Yes. Yeah, you don't need to complicate it.
Just like I like to say, people say recipes. I rather say ingredients that I put together. Because it's like, I'm eating this with this and this. I'm eating that together. That's my meal. It's not really a recipe.
I do the same thing. I make it simple. Sometimes you're like, you're boring, babe. You're just doing chicken thighs and mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
I love it, and I get a ton of protein, and it's very calorie friendly.
Yeah.
Because I like to snack later on.
Another thing is find a meal prep company. And by the way, I'm helping you guys do this right now. I've made it my mission to try different meal prep companies so that I can say give you guys suggestions. This is not sponsored. I'm just literally looking for meal prep for you guys. Factor is a no-go for me.
No-go.
Tried Factor, not too high calorie, not enough protein.
Yes.
They were good tasting,
they're okay.
but not like for the calories. I can make such a better meal for those calories with way more protein.
Yeah, some of them are like 570 calories or like 35 grams of protein. Yeah. No, that's not good return on investment.
So I'm trying another place. I'm going to get some meals this week. I'll let you guys know. MegaFit meals. They seem to be a little more fitness.
MegaFit or MegaBit?
MegaFit.
Okay.
Babe, why are you reading my notes?
I just looked down. That's okay. I'm looking at your notes.
Did I say MegaFit or did I say MegaBit?
I just looked down.
I said MegaFit. That's
okay.
a typo. These are scratch notes.
Typo.
Get your eyes off my notes.
Busting
Get
around
out with you. Don't be reading my notes. Get out of here.
Can't help it.
Anyways, you guys, I tried MegaFit meals.
MegaFit meals.
That's what I said.
All right.
Just because.
I was just saying if you needed correction. Maybe you said it wrong. I don't know. I saw MegaBit.
You're busting me out for my typo.
Candidly with coffee, you guys.
You guys, I swear
That's
to
what
God.
it is here.
All right, so I'm trying MegaFit. I'll let you guys know. All right, this is what I want to leave you with. I want to round out with, remember this, guys. Perceptions of healthy food doesn't mean it's going to help you lose weight. Okay.
Yep.
So just because you're going to start your new weight loss journey January 1st, so now you're going to think you're going to make all these healthy choices. I want gluten-free,
organic.
I'm going to have
grass-fed.
acai bowls.
Yes.
Because it's healthy. I'm going to give you guys like some of my favorite common ones. So say you are deciding what to have for breakfast and you're like, oh no, I'm not going to have those eggs and potatoes. That's not healthy. I'm going to have an acai bowl. So much healthier. It's an organic acai bowl. Now, let's break it down. The eggs and potatoes, protein,
Yep.
fats, carbs,
Yes.
very well balanced.
Yes.
Say there's 3 eggs scrambled with some veggies, whole eggs, and
Whole
some
eggs.
potatoes. 500 calories for that meal, probably 30 grams of protein. Say it's got some cheese on it, maybe 500 to 800 calories. Your acai bowl that you selected because you're trying to be healthy now. Look, I love acai bowl, so nothing against it, but it's usually not very much protein. And if it is, it's not a complete protein.
Yep.
And tons of sugar,
Yep.
tons of fats, tons of calories. So an acai bowl, you're looking at 1,000 calories, maybe 15 grams of protein if you're lucky. And that's if they used like some sort of a protein powder in it. Or the meal that you decided not to get because perception is the acai bowl looked like it was the healthier choice. Just remember, perception of something being healthy doesn't equal weight loss.
Nope. It's funny how people think that. Or think, organic. Somebody said to me, everything organic, this and that, but you're still not losing weight, man. And the body doesn't know whether it's organic or not. It just knows calories, bro. That's all it does.
So and when you're talking about a weight loss journey, a lot of times I feel like people have to separate it a little bit. Like a weight loss journey. I'm not talking about your health and whether you have high cholesterol or all of that. That's different. That will impact your food choices, yes. But if we're just talking about weight loss, then you have to make the choices that are going to make adhering to your macros happen. So for example, like we recently had a friend who was like, if I had to choose between going to this fast food restaurant, let's say McDonald's,
Yes.
or going and having
A
a
burrito.
burrito,
Yep.
as a macro coach or as my weight loss coach, like what would be the decision you'd make? The burrito is healthier. It's not McDonald's. It's not fast food with all those chemicals. But guess what? What I would tell you, I actually tell you the McDonald's. And why? Because it's
Trackable.
that burrito
don't
could
know.
be 1,000 calories or it could be 2,000 calories.
We don't know.
We don't know if that tortilla is 400 calories or 700. Those burrito tortillas,
The ones from the actual taquerias, they're heavy, dense in calories.
multiple servings of cheese,
handfuls.
chicken. How was the meat cooked? There's so much
Yes.
variables. And when you are trying to track macros for weight loss, you always want to make the choice that there's less variables.
Yep.
And you guys, I'll even say, look, do you want to, if you pick the salad or pick the steak and potatoes? I pick the steak and potatoes.
Yes. And let's get
More trackable.
Yeah, let's get something straight, people. She's not telling you run out and get McDonald's. She's just saying if you have to track, if it's trackable, that's what you want to go with. Trackable for your journey. And it's true. Your burrito, you don't know. We're guessing.
Right.
We're guesstimating. We don't really know.
You don't know. So for when it's coming to weight loss and whether you want to see results this week and you need to hit these numbers, you need to make the decisions that are more definitive, that are more like, okay, yes, I'm going to go to In-N-Out because I know that I'm going to get this burger and it's 440 calories because all of their burgers are pre-measured and it's the same every time. And I can, without a doubt, you don't have to get the French fries, but go to the fast food and get the burger because it's trackable. And now beyond the shadow of a doubt, that is how many calories you ate instead of trying to finagle a burrito and guess what it is, and chances are you're probably off by 30%.
Yep. Facts. I learned that.
So that's another tip. Don't always make the choice that you perceive now to be healthy because you're on a healthy lifestyle journey. You have to make the more common sense choice.
Yep.
A lot of times.
Exactly.
And
tracking your bank account, your money.
Yeah. And that's what's going to help you. And also do not let anybody tell you that drink regular soda because it's healthier for you, because it's got real sugar and not artificial sweeteners. That is the biggest lie that I hear.
This has already been debunked, you guys. It's the biggest lie.
Times debunked.
I did my blood work. Everything came back good. Same thing with eggs. The cholesterol, no.
No, but on the artificial sweeteners, though, but there's a myth that's out there that people say it's actually worse for you because it tricks your body into thinking it's sugar, and then your body wants more sugar. That has been debunked by some very good studies. It is not true. Do not believe it. Yes, switch all of your calories. So if it's not water, then it better be like diet soda. If you have to have soda, have diet soda. Yes. I drink diet soda. Studies show that it actually supports weight loss. And the people that switched their calorie beverages for diet beverages actually lost more weight than the people who switched for water, because the Diet Coke curbs a craving that they're not going to get from water.
Yep.
So don't believe the hype just because you're on a healthy journey and think that, oh, now I can't drink soda, I can't do this. It's not true. Get yourself a coach where you can ask these questions to, and they're going to guide you in the right direction so that you're going to start to be able to make these decisions on your own.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you on the next one.